Thank you for the reading.
Thank you.
For the program. Yes, thank you. In the reading, it was said that those all those rishis, they gathered together to perform the yajna, and they didn't want it to go further because they didn't see any hope. The smoke is piling up in the atmosphere on their faces, but they haven't. They didn't have faith. They didn't have hope that the yajna that they were doing would give any results. Those rishis, like that. There can be tapasya, there can be austerity, there can be yoga, there can be many ways of wanting to get out of the miseries, wanting to know the absolute truth that is the source of everything that is existing. There may be the desire, there may be the efforts, there may be the paths. Yes, there are. But if one is serious about getting the result, then before they do the yajna, as they do the yajna, they just don't go ahead, do on the yajna, swaha, 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 do on the yajna, and the smoke is piling up in the universe on their faces, go on, swaha, do on the yajna, ऐसे नहीं. So, the Paramatma is sitting in the heart. So, when there is a desire, to go towards Bhagavan, and when there is calling out to Bhagavan, he will indicate. The Lord is so powerful, so merciful. He will indicate in all means possible. All means possible कि कैसे करना है वो यज्ञ. So that indication is possible only when the yajna is for Bhagavan. So rest of the paths and rest of the, even though there is a desire and attempts in rest of the paths, uncertain if the goal can be met in this human form of life. And when somebody is serious, no, I really need it in this life. When somebody is serious like that, then they're particular about choosing what yajna they have to do. So like that, those rishis, they have sat for the yajna in those day and ages. They have to do the yajna to please Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. So from the yajna, as a result of the fire sacrifice, Lord Vishnu would appear from the fire, the yajna bush. But the rishis, they didn't have that feeling that that they would be able to come to that point where they would please Lord Vishnu through that yajna, and Lord Vishnu would appear from there. And Bhakti bhajana kriya, hearing about Bhagavan, calling out to Bhagavan, and in the process seva to Bhagavan will go on. This is bhajana kriya, very powerful, so powerful that the sadhaka bhakta in the very beginning stages too, when they hear the vani of the Acharya, and will get to know how to that there maybe in the beginning gets deeper. It will get. It's the Shakti of Bhagavan. And when it is given by a Bhagavata, and when the Vani of the Bhagavata is not only heard, when we hear Acharyopasana, what does that mean is Acharyas, they're speaking. When they're speaking, they speak both Tatkalika and Sarvakalika. Tatkalika is to that in that place, that person, in that time. Some instructions are given to suit their nature in that need. So that is Tatkalika, in time, place, that is there. But there are Sarvakalika. At all times, those principles will hold good. Those are eternal principles. That is called Tattva. That's Sarvakalika Vani, the Tattva Vani. That is the Vani of the Acharyas. When they speak only this. They don't come with any ifs and buts and speculations. No, they only speak this. So the Vani of the Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada purports, the bhajans of the Acharyas, whatever they are speaking, it is all the same. It is all the Vani of the Acharyas. Srila Prabhupada purports, when they are explained in deeper with rasa, those are the bhajans of the Acharyas, like that. So the Vani of the Acharya is to be heard. That's the first thing in bhakti that one should do. That we are doing everywhere Srila Prabhupada puts. Devotees are reading. That is the first thing. But when we are hearing from the Acharya in the purport, so this warning purport of Srila Prabhupada, they're like ocean. If we stay only in the surface, we might get wet. We get wet, yeah, because there is something that we take from the Vani Acharya. But on the surface of the ocean, there is a lot of kachra also. So we just get a little wet and there is a lot of kachra and we just practice bhakti on that surface level only. And we think, why am I feeling like this? Why are my miseries not going away? Why is the taste not coming? Why is my faith not deepening? Yeah. Why is there any other thought in my head other than Krishna? Why is it that things appear different when they're all Krishnas? Why is this happening? So, a serious devotee would give a thought to it. It's a bhakti yoga. This is one of the acharyas. Why is not my bhakti susukham? Like that. So then the next step is, yes, we are hearing the vani of the acharyas, right? But now and then, here and there, now and then, here and there, now and then, with whatever attention we can pay. Okay, I heard it, done. What's next? So the vani we are hearing, but only a little bit, now and then, and only with, there is no seriousness. Oh, this vani is my saving grace. This is the solution for my miseries. I have to get to the depth of this vani. I have to understand. As a seriousness nahi hota to, then naam ke vaste bhakti, yes, it will happen. Thoda sa wet hai, answer wet hai. But there is no satisfaction or connection inside. Like that. That's why the second step is not only hearing the vani of the acharyas. Understand it. Understand to the depth. Understand the depth of the vani. What is Srila Prabhupada saying? Surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Every purport is saying that. What does that mean? Oh, hona hai na. Oh yeah, I am doing a little seva now and then, whenever I can. I am hearing. I'm hearing whenever I can. Yes, my japa is going on. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then that will just remain as superficial. But whoever is wanting to go to know, I should understand this, the depth, the vani, then they will, then comes, we heard the shloka today, right? Akama sarva kama, moksha kama uda, tivrena bhakti, yajetta purusham prati. Tivrena bhakti means, it's not that I have to beat my head or fumes have to come out from my head. my or I have to sweat a lot. I say Tivrena bhakti is to understand that I'm only at the surface level. But when I understand these teachings in depth, then the heart will get transformed. My consciousness will become Purna Vikasita. There will be transformation happening from within. That is the Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. It's not that we have to run around, beat our head. That's not the step. So when the Vani of the Acharyas is heard, is understood in depth, it is bound to bring the transformation in the heart. It is bound to bring so much attraction towards Krishna, the Nama, the Katha, like that. The Seva will just flow. So, Dani, but understanding to the depth, so that whatever is said by the Acharya, we start living. Wo hona hai. Otherwise, how is it called bhakti? So, living the Vani of the Acharyas. Vani of the Acharya is surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How to do that? How do we know if when we are doing it? We will know it when we are taking food, prasada. How do we know that our stomach is full? We know it as a. But how is that? The whole process of how to live, how to understand the Vani of the Acharyas, how to live the Vani of the Acharyas. Then, as Bhakti is heading like that, then it is inevitable that the Bhakta, even in the beginning stages of Bhakti, day 1, day 2, day 3, even in the stage, their faith will get deepened. Their taste will grow. Their heart will transform. They will start to see Krishna. They just happen by default, without extraneous effort. It just happens because that's the potency of the Vani of the Sadhu, the Acharyas. When it is understood in depth, and when we strive to, and strive is, I don't know, when we understand it in depth, there is a great attraction to actually live that. That's the beauty. It's not that I toil hard, strive hard to practice what is our destiny. Actually, what is, there is a attraction to actually live what is said. And so in this way, the faith gets deepened. There will be taste. They will start to relish, oh, to ye hai bhakti susukam. Then what is said in the Shastra will come into experience. Then what do? They worship the Vani of the Acharyas. Whoa, so here it is. The most worshipable paraphernalia in this world is the Vani of the Acharyas. Here it is. They start to worship. That is Acharyopasana. Upasana is worship. Not just here. Not just hear a little bit here and there. And even hearing a little bit here and there, a little bit of that goes into the ear. Not like that. Not only hearing, but understanding. Understanding to the depth. Not only understanding, but living it. Not only living it, one will worship the Vani. This is possible for anybody who is taking this process of thing. So on the strength of this, on the strength of the Vani of the Acharyas, our bhakti will go on the very same strength, on the very same qualification that is given by the Acharyas, Guru, on the very same strength of the vani of the Acharya and the qualification given by the instruction of the Guru, this message of love of Godhead is propagated. We simply become the messengers and the message will just go out, the love of Godhead of Gauranga. It just happens, it goes like that. So Srila Prabhupada is saying, this is bhakti. Neophyte means you just stay in the surface, do a little bit here and there. That do a little bit here and there is because you only hear a little bit here and there, like that. That is only neophyte stage. Neophyte is beginning. Anathas are still there, lurking, like that. So one should not stay in the neophyte stage. Acharya is saying you should come to Madhyama and you should propagate this message of love of Godhead. It's not that we are capable and qualified to propagate the message of love of Godhead, but it's the Shakti of the Vani of the Acharyas. And it's a qualification that is mercifully given to us in the form of instruction by Guru and Gauranga. So it is the mercy that utilizes us to propagate this message of love of Godhead. And one thing we have to make note of is Srila Prabhupada's movement is to distribute the mercy. It means we should have it to distribute it. The beauty is, the beauty of Srila Prabhupada movement is, Vani of the Acharya is, this Vani will make us have the love of Godhead. And it goes through us to others. So if our goal in prayer and purpose is, yes, this message has to go through me, then automatically we will be filled with that love of Godhead. All this is happening not because we have something. It is happening because of the mercy, clearly, of the Bhagavata, the strength of the message of Krishna Prema essence. But we have to at least make a note of it. Oh my God, so this is a whole setting here. All I have to do is just sign up for this. And the mercy will carry us through. Not only fill us with the love of Godhead, but use us for the distribution of love of Godhead. Wo dekhna padega. That's all. And then sign up. And then Acharya Vani, and then Acharyopasana, like that. So we are hearing this. But when will this actually happen? At least we came to know, oh, so this is the process. I just have to sign up. And then rest of it will happen. We heard about it. Second thing is, what is the process for this? Okay, I signed up the process. What is this process about? And we already put that there in the message, right? Acharya detoxification. So when we get to know the depth, when we soak in the mercy for extended period of time in a day, now we are soaking in the work, in the modes for 10 to 12 hours, sometimes 7 days a week. That is okay with us, huh? Soaking in the modes, in the work. But when we soak in the Vani of the Acharyas for extended time, 10 to 12 hours like that, once in at least once in a while, then we get to understand, oh, so this is the depth of the Vani of the Acharyas. And in the process, Katha, Kirtan, everything happens, then our faith deepens. And then the taste starts growing. Then the heart starts transforming. Sab ho jayega. So in this way, everything is there. In the package deal that Srila Prabhupada gave us, everything is there. The Vani is there, the process is there. We just sign up and we be with the devotees and then hear the Vani, understand it, live it, and then just worship it. That's all. So, what is it today? Monday, that's all, Mataji, from my side. Dear devotees, that's all. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. We can go to the shloka if nothing from anybody.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Mataji, I have one question, Mataji.
Uh-huh.
Signing up the process, I understand that, Mataji.
Mm.
But like after signing up the process, being with the devotees, so where is that organization activities will take place?
Oh, yeah, I hear you. For all of you, for those who are here, it will be in person. For all of you very inquisitive, serious seekers, it will happen on Zoom. We'll keep you posted, Mataji. We have to have this soaking twice a month like that. So when that happens, we'll keep you posted. Like, the Sankirtan van, all that was posted yesterday. So whoever is interested, they would follow up on that katha, they would hear the messages. And if they have questions, they will post it on the group and we will place the voice message. I will do that. So for all of you, it will happen on the Zoom and you will see it. When this is happening, we are posting it, the messages there. Like, the one, the Sankirtan is happening now. This is soaking in mercy. And we are posting it on the group like that. For those who are here in person, they just participate in person. That is soaking in mercy. And every day, the morning call that we have now, the morning prayers in the katha that is happening, this will be the daily droplets. And whatever questions the devotees have, and when the questions are placed, answers are given throughout the day. That is there. That's happening in the WhatsApp group anyway. So like this, Mataji, just staying in like this.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for placing those recordings.
Yes. Look.
The devotees, if anyone would like to have any questions. If not, we'll go with the sloka. Okay, let me go with the sloka, Mataji.
Yeah.